It's time.
Wednesday night yarn adventures.
Yay! Yeah, your mic is on. I
Yeah.
don't think it's off.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Awesome.
Check and see. Oh, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We made it. We're live. We're in Eastern time, so we have an extra hour, but it seems like when we have that extra hour that we're always
it runs away with us.
Forgetting to get in here and do this.
So last week we were outside of Toledo.
Yes.
And we were getting ready to go visit Behind the Pines. And we were talking about how much it had rained and how gross it was outside. And I'm happy to report that it continued to rain and continued to be gross outside.
So much rain.
And we went to Behind the Pines. Hey, over there, Jazz. It's good to see you. And it flooded a whole bunch.
Yeah, it did.
But Behind the Pines was open.
Yep.
We could get there. People could get to us despite some flooded roads.
We had to take a detour.
Yep.
The main road, Highway 109, was 105. Yeah, was the bridge was washed out or something, or it was.
I think
over,
they
water
had
was
water
over
the
bridge,
bridge or something like that.
And so we had to take a side road, and the GPS took us down this pretty tiny road that we were like, I guess this one's all right. And it was.
Yep.
It was fun.
So we got to hang out with Bobby and all of her awesome people last Wednesday.
Yep.
And we had a really great time with that. We are making some plans to go back in the fall, September-ish. And I'm going to teach some classes this time. And I'm really excited about it. So
we had a lot of fun there.
We did. We really enjoyed our campsite. I really liked our campsite.
Yeah, we stayed for 3 days. And it was I would be interested in going when it was a little bit warmer. Maybe if we go in September, we can stay again, and it'll be a little bit warmer. It was very cold and windy for a lot of the time.
We did go walk. We walked several miles.
We did.
We did a couple of long walks, so that was kind of nice. Hey, Miranda. So yeah, it's been a nice week. Really, we went from there. We stayed in a hotel and went on over to Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. On the way, we stopped at
Harps and Thistles
in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
Yeah. Spring Valley Falls. Yeah.
It's one of those. Anyway, we did not visit the national park this time, but it was just right outside of there. And actually outside of one of the places that we typically do stay, Silver Spring Campground in Stowe, Ohio, which is awesome as well. Hey, Anita over in Collierville. We really like staying there. They were not open for season yet, so we didn't get to stay at our favorite campground.
And we so when we went over, we stopped at Harps and Thistles, and we'd never really thought about it. I
bought yarn
outside of Akron, and we went in, and it was a really nice yarn shop. It was pretty big. Yeah. We had to kind of find a spot to park.
Yes.
It was not a terribly difficult time parking, but I took some pictures and let's see, share screen.
I bought some yarn. The yarn that is pictured with me here is the yarn I bought, and it is dyed in-house. 1918 Yarn Company is the dyer, and her name is Cindy. She's the owner of the shop there. And I don't know what I'm going to do with those, but they're going to have a lot of fun. And I got the two brownish colored ones. Those were on her lemonade stand, which is $5 off a skein, which is great.
I took this picture because I was like, look, you're going right into your wheelhouse of colors here.
Yes, and, I really am.
Because she always goes for the browns and purples and oranges. And
I do, and I'm okay with colors.
That. And so she went for those, and she was wearing the orange sweatshirt.
Yes.
So I was like, yeah.
These are my colors, guys.
Those are the colors.
This is it right here, okay? Yep. Anyway, and Q is really going to enjoy that this week. So, but yeah. So we headed on over to Pittsburgh. Stayed outside at a KOA, kind of in the middle of nowhere. For the evening. But we headed on down to Pittsburgh. A lot of rain. The Ohio is just starting to flood. I think they've gotten pretty significant flooding now.
Yeah, we drove over there. The weather, we were prepared for it to rain pretty hard all day. There was a big period of time during the day on Saturday that it didn't rain much.
It just was
dreary and kind of drizzly on and off.
It has been dreary like everywhere we've been. There's been like a nice sunny day here or there, but for the most part, dreary is the theme.
The last time I got my telescope out was in February.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've been able to do that.
It's been a lot.
Hopefully in the next week or two.
Yes.
I'll be able to do that. So, there's a new comet out right now.
So we went to Yarns, Bits, and Bobs and hung out. Yeah, 14 inches in 4 days. That sounds about right. And we were all over the Ann Arbor, Detroit, Toledo area.
Pittsburgh.
We've covered pretty much the entire upper Midwest at this point.
To Indiana.
The heartland.
And it's been rainy and dreary everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it got over the last few days, it got cold.
Yeah, it has been really perfect crafting weather. I have been spinning up a storm. So Dean will show you pictures. And I posted a little bit about this, but I finished my
before then?
No, it was.
Or it's on yours, right? You took pictures of that.
No, it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I finished spinning the Rambouillet from Louder Color Farms. Kate raises some beautiful sheep. I have been working on this one since January. I started spinning Melody, which is the dark brown, and then I just finished up the light color. His name is Rawhide. Yep, the sheep's name is Rawhide. And I then plied these together at our campsite in Ohio, out before we went to Pittsburgh. And I have about 580 some odd yards of fingering weight marl.
800 and.
Or, sorry, 800 and
something, right? 580 something and 244.
826.
So 926. Oh, no, 826. Yeah.
826 yards of a marl fingering weight.
And it's some of her best work.
It looks really good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I finished that. And you can see us here behind the pines. I don't know if he's gonna show that one to you.
Yeah, I'll show you that one. Here we are behind the pines. So when we pulled up, the police chief, I guess the police station's just down the way, and
we turned around at it.
The police chief had come over, and they had like
plotted for us to come visit.
barricades and like 10 cones
in these two parking spots
to block off 2 parking spots right in front of the
and apparently
shop.
All the cones and the barricades had like taken a little trip because the night before it like tornadoed and straight line wind and all kinds of crazy stuff, and
so they blew down the street. I guess.
They blew down the street, and there was this whole thing. Anyway, so we had a great time hanging out there, and then we went over to Yarns, Bits, and Bobs. Julie used to own a yarn truck. It's called Yarns, Bits, and Bobs. The truck's name was Hank, and she has since moved into a brick and mortar. And we really enjoyed hanging out for the day and getting to meet everybody. I taught a sweater class. As you guys know, my sweater class it is sweater math. But it's more just like I talk about sweaters a lot.
I feel like you need to rename the title.
I need to rename the class. Because there's definitely math, and we talk a lot about math.
Yeah.
But it's not like the same as some of the other things we do.
Yeah.
So
you're not like you're not like
still have the
it's not like what other people would do for sweater math. Because like I feel like a lot of people's sweater math is like a very narrow thing,
they sit there and it's
like a very like broad.
We talk about a lot of sweaters and a lot of stuff, and we talk about
more about
characteristics and swatching, and we do talk about modifications. So if you get a chance to take my class, I really enjoy it, and so that kind of leads me into what we've been working on this week. And so we left there we stayed at a hotel again after that, which is nice because it was so rainy.
And it was like we stayed both places. We stayed until 7:00, and so both days it was like kind of rainy, and it was 7:00, and so we went to a short distance to a hotel.
Yeah,
and then drove here on Sunday.
We drove to Indianapolis, and I heard all about our friends.
That's where we are right now. Yeah, Indianapolis.
I heard all about our friends, and they all had a great time at YarnCon this weekend as well. And that festival show is in on the south side of Chicago and at the Plumbers Union. So it's a whole thing, and it's a great show to go to. Really I hear great things about it. Been. It is not one that we will probably take the yarn truck to. It's not really the way that we do stuff. It's just not our vibe. And that's okay. I really enjoy doing yarn shops and doing pop-ups right now. So we have been here hanging out in Indy since Sunday evening, and we went shopping. We got some groceries. We got Dot's pretzels, but we got the cinnamon sugar ones. I got a bag of giant the big marshmallows, and then I got melting chocolate, and I've been making these like little s'more. What does Helena call them? Serves. They're like little s'more lollipops.
So you take the marshmallow and you put the pretzel in, and then you.
Well, no, you have to dip it in the chocolate first.
Yeah, you dip it in the chocolate.
Yeah, you have to dip the marshmallow in the chocolate, and then you put the pretzel in the chocolate and the marshmallows.
I see. What I was thinking too is that you need to do is the like the square ones, where you can put like multiple sticks in there.
Okay.
But that'd be a lot of marshmallow.
That would be a lot of marshmallow, and I'd have to do a lot more chocolate. Yeah, it had to be like a chocolate on one half instead of on just on the top.
Scratch that. Okay. That's a lot of work.
Anyway, so I've been making those this week, and that's been really fun, and we've been doing all that. We're down in the cat dungeon, which is just basically the affectionate term we give the basement here, where the cats like to hang out.
Yep.
And it's nice and cold and dark, and we really like it. We have a really great bed set up. Helena always welcomes us here, and we appreciate that. We always enjoy staying with all of our Indiana friends and visiting our Indiana friends.
I have been doing a lot of nothing. And not nothing. I have been doing some work. Some email work, some fixing up the website. Today, actually, I updated our map of where we've been. And we have... Oh, yeah, I can share that.
Are we frozen?
I don't know about on Instagram.
Probably.
It looks okay. We have good service.
I don't know. All right, well, we're frozen on Instagram. We'll catch you guys later. So Dean has been doing all kinds of things, updating our map. Here. I'm going to show this to you. And right now, it currently has 100 locations.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. That's a really unflattering,
place for us to be
frozen, but that's okay.
I
don't know where it is.
Where did it go?
I don't know.
Oh, that's weird. Somebody just joined on Instagram.
So. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's all fixed now. Okay, cool. Maybe we're just not seeing the video update. I don't know why that's not coming up.
It's not giving me a...
Okay. Anyway, so it's updated on the website, and we're always excited about that. Dean has also been updating a few other things about some of the other stuff we've been up to, and
I'll just share entire screen and then make that my entire screen.
Yay! And so this is a map of all of the locations that we have taken the yarn truck to.
We added some New Mexico, we added some Florida, we added a few things. It's
some
just
Texas,
a smattering.
Yeah.
It went all the way back to when we were up in
Wyoming,
Wisconsin last October. So.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, there you go. So anyway. So yeah. We are having a lot of fun. Oh, sorry, Anita. I don't know what's up with that. It's frozen over on Instagram still, I think. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe they're just getting our audio. Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
So yeah. We are.
Katie has been working harder than I have.
So I finalized everything, all of our graphics, all of our scheduling for the upcoming Fiber Adventure Retreat. We are really excited to be welcoming you guys to Cape and Springs and Farms out in Cape and Spring, West Virginia. And that will be the September 29th through October 2nd. And you can pick any of those if you want.
I want to show this cool logo.
Oh yeah. I made a cool logo, guys. I made a fun one.
Just made a logo. But this is a retreat that we want to happen multiple years in a row.
Yeah.
And there's the cool, so it's fold
That's my fun one.
Fold out cat and yarn adventure. And so, truck full of yarn and cat driving. Yeah.
So we've been working really hard on that, and that is all live now. So if you're interested in joining us for that adventure, we would love to have you. All the information is on our website under the heading Cape and Springs Retreat. So you can check out there, and then that will take you to where you can book the rooms. Everything is all inclusive, which is fantastic. We'll have room and board is included with our retreat, and then we have a retreat fee of $195. So you can come and spend 3 days with us, literally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and
leave on Thursday,
half a Thursday, and for less than $700, have classes and fun times and food and a place to lay your head. And you can bring your person if you want.
Hang with other crafters.
Hang out with other crafters. Yeah. There's a spa on site. There's also a golf course. Of course, if someone is coming with you but not attending the retreat, there's not a retreat fee. So you're talking, less than $400, $500 to like come.
Yeah, I think for the it was like, what was I don't remember what the range was.
It's $562 to $687 or something like that.
$576 to $672.
Yeah.
So there's like single occupancy where it's just you.
Mm-hmm. Private bath. And then there's single occupancy shared bath.
Yeah.
And then there's double occupancy single like shared bath and private private bath. And so you have options.
Yeah. And you'll pay, so everything will be right up to the Cape and Springs and Farms. You'll pay everything to them. Mm-hmm. The first thing you'll do is put a deposit down. I mean, obviously you can pay for it all up front if you want, but you put a deposit down for the retreat fee of $195, and then you pay the room fees, whenever
so everything is due when you get there. So.
And then that's all inclusive. So all your meals are taken care of. We'll also have some snacks.
Yep.
There'll be entertainment.
Yes.
Time for you to hang out with the hosts. Time for you to hang out with other people. Free time to do whatever you like, and a bunch of classes.
We're only about an hour from Berryville, Virginia, where the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival will be going on the weekend before. Yep. So literally the 2 days before that. So you can just hop, skip right on over and hang out with us for the rest of the week. So full week of fibering and classes and all kinds of good stuff. So be sure to check that out. We'll be posting more about that this week. I'll try to get a video with Q at some point and get you guys some more information as well.
Yeah.
So we're really happy to be here. We are actually, the reason we are in Indiana is that this weekend we will be at Greencastle Fiber Wool Show.
Greencastle Wool Show, is that what that Greencastle Wool Show.
Wool Show.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that is going to be in Greencastle, Indiana, at the fairgrounds this weekend, Friday and Saturday. You can check out, there'll be at least 3 yarn trucks there. Yep. Ourselves, Indigo Guinea, and Carol Makes.
So just commenting over there. Yep. We will see you this weekend, which we're actually leaving tomorrow.
We'll be there tomorrow. We'll be there to help Q move in, and then we'll get all set up, and we'll be hanging out around the fairgrounds for a couple of days. So we hope you can join us and say hello. And then we are off to Virginia.
Yep.
So we'll stop by through Indy, and then we'll head on to Virginia, see Tabitha and Colby, and we have
doing a couple of days down in North Carolina in the Winston-Salem area.
Yeah.
So we're doing the West Salem Public House on next Wednesday, the 16th.
So our video may be a little late because we're there until 8.
Yeah.
So
which is like right at the start of the video. So, but maybe we can do it early even.
We might be able to do it.
If it's busy, I don't know.
It just depends.
We'll see.
We will definitely be coming to you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
From Winston-Salem area.
Plan it to be more like 7:30 Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then we will be, the next day we'll be at the coffee mill at Louisville. And that's just outside of that Winston-Salem area. Or it's one of the suburbs right around there. And so we'll be there during the day from 10:30 to 5:30.
5:30, I think is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. 10:30 to 5:30. So, we'll have some brew eats, and we'll public house eats, and then we'll have some coffee eats. And so I'm really pumped.
Yeah. Right.
Actually, it's really exciting.
Yeah. We haven't done like a legit coffee house yet.
I know. I've been waiting for this day, guys. This is like on my list. So
we've done a couple breweries. We've done a couple of we've done a winery, a cider place. But yeah, never a coffee place. So I think
like
Katie's gonna
dedicated.
Be
we're parking in your parking place. I'm so excited.
She hopes this starts a trend.
And so we have a really great.
It'll be a fun couple of weeks, and then so a week from this weekend, we'll be at Sharp Top Fiber Festival, Sharp Top Fiber Gathering in Big Island, which is outside of Bedford, Virginia. So we'll be out there.
We'll be there with fellow Yarn Truck CZM Yarn.
Yep.
So always a pleasure to hang out with them and see Ellie again. And so we're very excited about all that coming together. And then it'll be time for Midwest.
Yep.
Then we'll get to come back to the Central Time Zone.
Yes.
So then we'll be on.
We've been on Eastern Time for a while, and I still don't think I'm used to it yet.
I don't know. It's all good.
We've also been sleeping in every day and staying up a little bit later every night.
Yeah, so. Tomorrow is going to be a little tough because not tomorrow.
No,
Friday it's going to be rough because I'm pretty sure we start at
Is it 9? Yeah.
Start at 9. I should check that.
I don't remember. That. I'm going to check that right now.
It's going to be earlier than I want to be. No, it doesn't start till 10 because the load in is 8 to 10. Okay. So we should be okay.
Clearly, I knew at one point because I put it on a graphic.
You did, but I didn't.
10 to 5.
10 to 5 Friday, 9 to 4 on Saturday.
Putnam County Fairgrounds this weekend.
Putnam County Fairgrounds.
We attended the show once upon a time.
It was under different management then. Yeah. So
it's been a while, and that was 10 years ago.
Literally 10 years ago. Yeah. So when we lived here in Indiana. So yeah, it's been a good time lately. Oh, check it out. I've been working on the multi-state shawl.
Oh, did you pick that back up today?
I just grabbed it on my bag. Okay. This is by Shayna Lines, and I have finished 2 of my mini skeins, and I'm working on the third one, so I'm almost done with the third one, and then I have 2 more to go after that, so the blue and the brown. And then I'll pick up one of the edges. I think it's this one. I don't remember. I pick up one of the edges and I make a shawl collar as well to go on top of this lovely shawl. So it looks like a scarf right now. Yeah, it's really fun. It's a neat pattern. I will someday finish it. I'm hoping by the end of the month if I will actually work on it. Right now I have some really great stuff on the wheel that I also have not been spinning on.
Why have you not been spinning on it?
Why have I not been spinning on it? Because I have been working on our next journal. So you guys know that I wrote the journal back at the beginning of the year, our Adventures in Fiber
Explorations in Fiber Arts.
Fiber Art Explorations, right?
Explorations in Fiber Arts.
Explorations. I wrote it.
That's what you put on the cover.
Anyway, Yarn Adventure Explorer. That's our hashtag. So I wanted to make several of these. The explorations book was just the beginning of basically it was giving you guys some challenges throughout the year to engage in community and to try new things. And so
explore new things in fiber arts.
So I'm working on one right now, and I'm about 98% done with it. So I've been working really hard, especially yesterday and today. And so hopefully we'll get that off to the printer like next week. So we'll see. The printer's in Canada.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Speaking of, we're going to try to hold on to prices as long as we can.
Yeah.
Where they're at. But,
it'll take a little bit of a minute to get to us because we're
kind of down the line. But we do order directly from a lot of different places.
Yeah.
And
all of our dyers order from,
the mills are not located in the U.S. for the most part.
Yeah, I would say a large percentage of our people order from mills outside the country. So we'll see.
We'll do our best.
But we'll do our best to keep prices as low as we can for as long as we can.
Our goal is to keep you guys in yarn and make sure that you are part of the community and that you feel welcome.
Yep.
And that's always our goal.
Yeah.
So please reach out. We love to see what you're making. Oh, you got that picture. The lady sent us the picture of that hat this week. Remember?
Yeah. Where was that?
I don't remember. No, I have no idea. I think it
Oh,
was
it was a text message.
It was a
That's
text
why I
message.
don't
Okay.
have it on the computer.
Someone last year bought
Give me a
Queen
second.
City yarn, and they got the Coleman in the sand color, and she
Oh, no, it is official.
had a vintage pattern or antique pattern, and it's like this night watch cap, but it has like a little tassel that hangs off, and it's from World War II time, and it's super cute. And I really enjoyed getting to see that this week. We also saw
a sweater
come through from St. Louis from YarnCom, and someone has used Pan Fran Knit Co.'s rainbow sparkle yarn, and her hand paint rainbows, and it's this lovely poncho or swancho, I guess. It's got full sleeves. Anyway, I love it. I think it is absolutely fantastic. So you can see she used all the colors, and we appreciate all that. So you have that up. So I don't remember. It's okay. Don't worry about the hat. We'll catch it later. Anyway, we are doing our very best to make sure we get everything shipped out to you on a timely manner as well. So that's so cute.
Yeah.
I love the little tassels with the bells. It's very Sandman.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This is his hat, guys.
Yeah, I had to get to this.
Okay.
All right, so we're stopping sharing this. And then we're going to share this.
Except it won't come up because you'll do that share screen thing again.
I'm going to have to share the whole screen.
Yeah.
Where's the entire screen? There we go. Share entire screen. And make this. Yes.
So cute. We won't leave it up for very long because it is her whole face. So we won't do that to her. But it's super cute hat. And we are super proud of what she did. And thank you so much for sharing it with us. We really, really enjoy seeing what you guys make out of stuff. So we did get new yarn in this week. DK Yak from 7th Floor is completely restocked at YarnCom on the parking lot wall. We also got in Getting It Faced in Colorado is also already stocked on the YarnCom parking lot wall as of today. We have some new wood goodies from the wood shop.
Darning mushrooms
and drop spindles. Those will be joining us once we hit Midwest.
Yep.
In St. Louis in a couple of weeks. We also are an affiliate now for Volari Pillows.
Which that is coming.
I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a video we're going to be featuring next week.
I'm going to get all of our affiliate links up, but it's a really cool like crafter pillow. And they reached out to us. And so Kate will be doing some, probably both of us doing some, because I've been playing video games a lot this week. So
I will have Lumos lights back in stock later this week.
Yep.
And Dean gets his favorite sweatshirt back.
Yes.
We're always excited about
that. National Monument sweatshirt.
Was there anything else that we picked up this week?
No.
I don't think so. Okay. Lots of good stuff.
I have to end with today we put together a new cat tower for the Oink Pigments cats. And this is Finnick, who was helping. He is inside the boxes as they were being put together.
He was very, very excited.
Very super helpful. See, he has his tool there. He's got his Allen wrench ready to go. He is like super helpful.
I was working really hard in the other room at this time, and so I missed most of that. But yeah, it was
like
times.
The best picture of him, by the way.
It was really good. And when we came down a while ago, Mabel was hanging out with us. Yeah. You guys have seen pictures of Mabel as well. All right, I think we're gonna sign off for now. We will see you all next week. As always, happy crafting. We'll see you soon.